Hi, my name is Shayan, and I'd like to ask you a question. What are you watching right now? Well, of course, you're watching this video, this fantastic presentation. But what I should be asking is, how are you watching this? I can only presume you're watching this at home. As is everyone considering the quarantine situation right now, with the exception of a few knuckleheads. But you are watching this at home. But why wouldn't you be watching this in a much more grander scenario, like a movie theater? Well, for one, it'd be kind of ridiculous to watch a presentation like this in a movie theater. But that doesn't mean it hasn't been given consideration. Today I'd like to talk to you about movie theaters, the entirety of the entertainment industry, and how this will ultimately be affected for the better as a result of COVID-19. This will happen because of the overall experience when compared to the home theater experience, as well as how this can be a creative renaissance for the industry as a whole. Let's break this down real quick. The experience. When you go to a movie theater, there are certain things you expect in your experience. You expect this grand, larger-than-life building. And when you enter, you expect rows upon rows of people. So many people. And a lot of people would certainly say, this is part of the fun. You get to experience this with other people. However, many online have commented that the experience of watching with films with other people is not very good. The people you watch it with can be obnoxious, even gross. You don't want to be sitting next to strangers you don't know. You would want to be by yourself, but that isn't very common. The home theater experience is very different. Home theaters are becoming increasingly common, with people having entire surround sound setups at home, nicer displays. 4K TVs are quickly becoming increasingly common within the United States. Better video quality and more privacy to yourself. You could also just invite your best buds over to watch your favorite movie with you. In this case, it looks like Tropic Thunder. Alright? Not my first choice, but okay. Look at that. That's some fantastic seating. I know that looks a lot more comfortable than any movie theater chain. Another thing about movie theaters is the food selection. Get to sit there, eat your popcorn, get your snacks, your corn dog, whatever you enjoy eating at your movie theater. But movie theater concessions are quickly rising in price and are already egregiously expensive. This simple bucket of popcorn could run you $16. That's highway robbery. But when you're at home, you got the entire bounties of your fridge. Everything to your heart's desire, including a pineapple, orange juice, and some other things we don't care about. Or you could treat yourself. Get some papa in the house. Get some lasagna, not lasagna. Get some pizza, Order from Papa John's, Domino's, whatever your pick. Get a pizza in the house. It's not on the house. Get a pizza in the house. Have some pizza while you enjoy your movie. This is something you can still do during COVID. It's something as a result of COVID even becoming more common to order in. Now, there are definitely other aspects to the effects on the film industry that we should cover. This includes the potential. Creatively, financially, there's so much potential. When you go see a movie, there are big budget movies, such as Avatar and the upcoming Black Widow. These are something you'll only be able to see in movie theaters. It's too big of an investment for a direct-to-video or direct-to-digital streaming service. So we could potentially see movies like this disappear in the future, according to many online news sites. However, the money from this would be lost. But film studios are now beginning to see that there is money to be made off of smaller films by going direct to digital. Disney Plus is making a lot of money on their home subscription service. So is Netflix. It's bigger than ever. Tiger King, that was fantastic. Look at all the money they're making. That's loads of money. Harry Enfield. You can even look at these new successes that were originally intended for home public theater releases, now going to home theater. For example, The Invisible Man. It wasn't making that's not the right Invisible Man. Much better. This brand new Invisible Man. It wasn't making very much in theaters, but when it went straight to home, it became incredibly popular, retailing for about $20 to rent for 2 days. Some consider this a much better deal than you would get in a movie theater, where you have to pay for each ticket. Another success, maybe not a critical success, but definitely a success in terms of finance. Comparison between Trolls World Tour and Trolls. Trolls World Tour has made as much money in its first 20 days on home release as the original Trolls did in 5 months. That's absolutely stupendous and quite a large wealth gap. Now, the things we've talked about today, the advantages of the effects that COVID is having on the entertainment industry, many won't consider it a total win. The loss of movie theaters is quite great, but the ability to replace it with a home theater would be considered greatly advantageous. The loss of huge tentpole blockbusters may be a loss for many, but the greater success on studios' ends, the support for creativity, and the widely more accessible films are becoming as a result of it may be considered a success in that sense as well. However, one thing that everyone would likely be able to agree on is that because of quarantine and the ability to stay home to watch our movies and receive our entertainment, so that we don't have to deal with that guy Aaron anymore. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Never gonna have to see that guy again. I could just watch my movies at home. Don't have to deal with that guy. But ultimately, the effect, we'll have to ultimately wait to see the effects if they will be permanent. AMC is already filing for bankruptcy. Things are looking very bleak. But for us, the consumer, for all of us, it might be just the beginning. Thank you for watching my presentation. Have a good one.